Okay, so I wanted to put a system in my Civic. It's a 2010, but there's not really any good YouTube videos for, how to actually install it and where to run the wires and everything. So I gotta make my own. So to do this, you need obviously a sub amp. This is just to mainly install those two. You need a wiring kit. Um, you could buy them at like any, like AutoZone has them, O'Reilly's has them. You could buy them on eBay if you want to. You could go to a car shop. That's where I got mine. It was like 40 bucks or something. They go from 30 to 40 around there. Depends how big of amp you have. Also, that comes with a power wire, ground wire, signal wire, the fuse for the amp to hook up straight to the battery, and I think that's all. That's all that came with it. You probably need to get some of these. These are quick splicing connectors. They're really easy to use. I'll show you a little bit later. Those you can pick up at O'Reilly's for sure. They have a bunch of these. I bought these ones on eBay. I couldn't find any really this size. Or you can use these connectors to hook up another piece that you're gonna need. It's called a high-low converter. Let me see. It's you can't really see it. Let me grab my flash. It's pretty much just a box that you hook up your amps to. If you have a stock radio, which I do, I didn't want to take mine out. So really the easiest way that I found to hook up my system was this way. First, you pretty much have to start off like any other amp installation. Start with the battery. You gotta get your power wire, hook it up to the battery. Here's your fuse. Sometimes they come spliced on, and other times you have to cut it. Hook this on. It's not held down by anything, but this is probably the hardest part, was finding where to pass your firewall, to pass that power wire from your firewall into the actual cab of the car. Let me see if you can see it from here. But pretty much this goes. It was really hard to find on this car, this Civic. It took me a while to find a spot, but I did find one. I actually ran it through my steering column. Let me see. So just right back there. See this wiring right here? This is a little protector so the wire doesn't get cut and shorts. So that's really the easiest spot. To get down there, you just need to get your power wire and get like a hanger, a metal hanger or something, just to feed it through and get it through there. Then you have to run it down through there. See, I put it up around and behind that thing, then down. So this is it right here. I taped it to some other wiring so it looks a little bit nicer. So it runs down through here. It's easiest, you could just lift up this stuff and stick it underneath, but it's easiest to just pull this whole thing out. To do that, you have to take off your seatbelt. That bolt right there. You need, I believe it's a 12 millimeter, 12 or 14, one of those. This is a pretty long bolt, so you just take that off, and then you pop off this plastic right here. The hardest part about that is this piece right here. You lift it, and then you have to get past this little lever. But other than that, it all comes off. Also, when you're doing your power wiring, when you're wiring it through there, you need, it's best, I didn't do this, so I found out the hard way. It's best to run your remote wire right now, which is basically a thin wire. This gray wiring right here. Run it so you have about 6 inches past this panel here for later to install it. So just put it, you have to run the wiring underneath this panel. You can take it off if you want, but I didn't. It's just easy just to put it underneath. So my wiring goes from here all the way here, straight back. And this is only my power and remote. So it goes from over here, up through here, under my seat